Hey everybody, it's Randy with Carchaeology, and I am off on an adventure. I'm down at San Diego Airport. I'm going to take off and fly to Birmingham, Alabama, where there is a massive collection of automobiles, and I'm going to be dragging 5 of them out and bringing them back to the lab. But one of them, I'm actually going to turn the key and drive. Now, this is a car that's as old as I am, 1966. I have been told that it's a good runner, but we will see just how well it runs, because it's about 2,500 miles from where it is to where I live. So follow along, let's see how this goes. Okay, a full day of flight, but I've landed here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm going to go out here. I've got a friend that's going to pick me up, and hopefully he is here if I can find the exit. And here we are. All right, trying to find Sam out here. He said he's in a big Ram truck. We'll see if that is the case. I'm sure it is. I think I see him. Fantastic, there he is.
Barbers always puts on a neat two-wheel
That's
display.
it.
They rotate it about every month.
Excellent. Good to see you, the incomparable Sam Barnett, ladies and gentlemen. Round of
Welcome
applause.
to Birmingham.
Thank you. Okay, Birmingham, Alabama. This is Sam. He picked me up at the airport. Sam and I met when I was doing sticker shock. He brought in the only car that I had no freaking clue what it was. It was a little Woody called a Keller, which was an Alabama-built car, of which there's like 3 that exist.
3.5.
3.5. In any case, we had a great time when we were filming that thing, kept in touch, and when I told him I was coming to Alabama, he said, you know, I live really close to the airport and I've got a spare bedroom. And well, anyway, and he's got great dogs, which I hung out with and enjoyed very much.
Good dogs make a big difference.
They do. So now we're on our way to an undisclosed location to see what's next. So there's a car I'm going to pick up, then I'm going to drive back to California, and then there's 4 others that we're hopefully going to load up and prepare for going on a truck. So I don't think the truck's going to come today, but I want to make sure that they are pointed in the right direction and everything is up, and probably do a little parts hunting as well. So the owner of the property is pretty secretive about his stuff, so I might not show a whole lot of what's going on there, but I will definitely give some sneak peeks there. And of course, taking the keys to the vehicle that will hopefully take me 2,500 miles back to California. A car that I've been told runs, but I've not heard it run. And it's quite frankly as old as I am, and I don't run anymore. So anyway,
are you going to hold off on telling everybody about the car until we also see the car for the first time?
that's the plan. So I've not told anybody what it is I'm picking up, and that sort of thing. So when we walk up to it, I will definitely get video of that.
That'll be fun.
So all right, here we go. Game on. Okay, we have made it to the destination. We have gone through all the cars that are in the warehouse. We've prepped 4 of them to come to the lab, and now I'm going to set out on my voyage, trying to make it home in one of the cars from this collection. And the car is this, right here, a 1966 Mercedes 230. So let's do a quick little walk around to show you what I'm up against, and then we'll see if we make it home. So when I was going through the collection of stuff during my trip a few months ago, I saw this little green Mercedes and I kind of fell in love with it. I thought it was a really cool, honest little original car. And in trying to figure out where this guy was at as far as letting stuff go, I figured one of the ways to do that was to make him an offer on something and see if he bid. And so I made him an offer on the little green Mercedes, and much to my surprise, he said, yeah, I'll take that. And so I figured, what the heck? Let's give it a try. We'll see if we can drive this thing home and see if it makes it all the way. Now, it's about 2,500 miles from where I am to where I want to be, taking the route that I want to take. This car is supposed to be pretty good mechanically, but we already had to fix a fuel leak, and so that is not super confidence inspiring. And I do think the gas that is in it is a little old, but anyway, just gonna go for it. But 1966 Mercedes 230. This is a 6-cylinder car. It originally came out of New York. I put a California plate on it for the drive back home, and let's see if this thing will roll in my driveway back at the lab. And obviously my driveway is a little bit different than this one. And then there's Sam. So I got to thank Sam for being the guy to pick me up at the airport, put me up last night. We had a great time chatting car shit. He laid eyes on it. He gave it his seal of approval, so if it blows up, it's all his fault. Let's turn the key and go. All right, well, there goes Sam, my safety net. Here's the old Mercedes. Let's see if she fires up. Come on. There we go. She's a running. Let's go. Wow. Alabama. Pretty. Okay, I've made it to Tupelo, Mississippi. I'm walking around this car. It's definitely looking a little bit shaggy, but I think with a little wax, a little detail, it will look significantly better. So I stopped at a local Walmart, got some detailing supplies as well as some basic hand tools. And I think as I go along on the road here, I'm going to kind of detail this thing and see if by the time I get to California, I can make it look a little bit nicer. But so far so good. She's running okay. There's a little tiny bit of a miss, like maybe a little bit of crud in the carb somewhere, something like that, but it handles beautifully, and overall I'm quite pleased. But as you can see, that paint is a bit faded. It is the original paint, and I know that German paint is pretty amazing stuff, so I'm hoping with a little polish we can get a little love out of it, at least here on the road, do the best I can. So I kind of hit this quarter panel here. I'm just using a real cheesy new finish polish. This stuff right here, it doesn't have a whole lot of cut to it, and I'm realizing that it's really not quite going to do the job. But you can see there's a little bit more gloss there, definitely in the shade, but in the sun you're still seeing some blotchiness there. But I'm pleased that I think I'm going to get some life out of that. I just need to stop somewhere along the way and get some proper polishing compound, and then kind of go at it. But I've put together a road kit. I've got a gas can, I've got some towels, I've got some basic tools, I got some cleaning supplies, I've got Oreo cookies, I got some bungee cords, I got a fire extinguisher that I put up here where it's easy access, and overall I think we're going to be good to go. So the sun's starting to drop down here in Mississippi. I'm going to go through, organize things a little bit here, and then I'm going to check on into the local hotel here and relax just a little bit. It's been a stressful bit of time getting all of this stuff together, making it out here to the south, picking up the car, digging through all the junk that was in this warehouse, and I'm kind of whooped, but I like to start the morning nice and fresh, so I think I'm going to do that. So there we go, day one of the adventure. Well, actually, day two of the adventure because I flew in one day and then started driving the next. So I have landed in Tupelo, Mississippi for the night. I got a comfortable bed, I've had a shower, I had something to eat, a cold beer, and I'm ready for some shut eye and to start the day tomorrow. So my goal is to go see my brother in Paonia, Colorado. And let's see, I figure if I split that up, maybe I end up in Salina, Kansas or something, end of the night tomorrow. That's about 700 miles or so. We'll see if the old Benz makes it. If it makes it that far, well, then I'll go the next day all the way to Paonia, be there Saturday night, and then probably bail out Sunday before the weather gets bad. Apparently, there's a storm that's kind of coming in there. It's not supposed to be too brutal. But if I spend the night there with my brother, get up in the morning, have a little breakfast, get on the road, then I should be able to bypass all of that and continue the path on down to the lab. So in any case, super excited about this car. It's a fantastic thing. The other cars, we've got those things pretty much ready to go. There's one tire that needs to be changed because it's got a flat, but it sounds like that's going to happen. And I will share some info on those vehicles when they arrive at the lab. Definitely some neat machines. These are Volkswagens that are coming via truck, and there's 4 of them, and they are all very, very special. In any case, thanks for watching part 1 of my big adventure here, or part 2, or whatever the heck it is. And I'm going to try to keep up with this as time goes on, see if I can document the whole trip. And then maybe I'll do one video that kind of does everything. Until then, thanks for watching. Keep on digging them up and driving them. Bye-bye.